Hey, it's Florida. Let's face it, the daily rain shower is almost as predictable as a multi-hour wait at the Rise of the Resistance. Now, opinions on this obviously differ on what park is the best in the rain, but if I have to pick, I'm going to have to say it's between Magic Kingdom and Epcot. Now let's look into the reasons that each Disney park is best for the rain. What's up, everybody? It's Nick with Who Dat Travel. Now, we are going to be talking about the best Disney parks in the rain, and I've already told you my choices, but I'll tell you why those are my choices here in a little bit. But if these types of videos help you, please give the huge thumbs up. When you hit that thumbs up, it does help spread my videos to a newer audience so they can be helped and they can spread it by hitting that like button as well. But without further ado, let's jump into which parks are best in the rain. As I said, my favorites are Epcot or Magic Kingdom. And, well, to be dead honest, those are really my favorite parks anyway. But there are a couple different reasons why those are my favorite. Now, Epcot, first of all, Test Track is the only attraction that actually closes due to weather. So every other attraction is open. And Magic Kingdom is great on a rainy day because, well, the streets in the Main Street Emporium are all interconnected. So if you do quite a little bit of shopping, like my wife does, or, a lot of wives out there, that is a spot that you can spend hours and hours. Okay, no, my wife doesn't spend that much time in them, but as a guy, it kind of feels that way. And with a little guy, it definitely feels that way. But I'm getting off track here. Let's jump into why Magic Kingdom is the best in the rain, besides the Emporium, obviously. Well, there are a lot of rides that close due to weather in the Magic Kingdom, and if you haven't caught that video of mine, I'll link it above, and it tells you every ride that closes for rain and or thunder and lightning. The good news is because Magic Kingdom is so kind of packed in with rides, you really don't have to go far in the rain to get to most of them. Now let's go through the rides that are open. In Tomorrowland, you have the Carousel of Progress, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Now, of course, Monsters Inc. is an inside auditorium show, and Carousel of Progress takes almost 20 minutes, so these ones are going to be great in a rainstorm. In Fantasyland, you have Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid, Mickey's PhilharMagic, Enchanted Tales with Belle, when it reopens, It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight, and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Within Liberty Square, you've got Haunted Mansion and Hall of Presidents, which is a fantastic time to be able to learn about history when it's raining and you just want to be dry. And then in Frontierland, you've got Splash Mountain. Well, that is if it isn't thundering and lightning. If you're embracing the wet already, you might as well just get a little more wet on Splash Mountain. And of course, the Country Bear Jamboree. Moving on to Adventureland, you have the Pirates of the Caribbean, and let's be honest, I get more soaked with Barbossa's cannons than I do from a rainstorm. And of course, you do also have the Enchanted Tiki Room. As I mentioned, in depth earlier, if you are near Main Street and the rain hits, you can travel through the entire Emporium window shopping, or actually shopping, while staying indoors. And of course, there are little shops all over Magic Kingdom to be able to duck into, like Memento Mori or the Christmas shop, and this will be able to keep you a little more dry. Of course, you'll probably have to be elbow to elbow with some people, but at least you'll be dry, elbow to elbow with people. Let's talk about my other favorite in the rain, Epcot. Now, the biggest problem with Epcot in the rain is that Epcot is, huge. It is 1.1 mile around World Pavilion, and also a lot of those buildings are really spread out, so you're probably going to get a little wet when that rain starts just heading into a building. But that is my suggestion, is when it starts raining, head into one of those buildings. For example, you've got the Land Pavilion, which offers 2 rides, Soaring and Living with the Land. Living with the Land itself is a 25-minute ride. Plus, you also have Sunshine Seasons, which is a great quick service restaurant with a lot of options for meals and snacks. Now, if you're in the World Pavilion and you're by Mexico, that's another great spot to duck into because you've got all the little shops, you've got the wonderful tequila restaurant, and then the Grand Fiesta Tour. How can you not enjoy a little bit of rain with the Three Caballeros? Now, if you have toddlers or preschools, Journey into the Imagination with Figment is a great choice. Not only can you ride the ride, but you have the interactive What If labs after the ride, which will keep them busy, trust me, for hours, because my little man just won't leave. Now, I already plugged Mexico, but if you are in the World Showcase and it starts raining, you can see one of the shows. Of course, you have O Canada, Reflections of China, The American Adventure, and one of my personal favorite, the Beauty and the Beast sing-along, of course. But those are just a few of the spots to be able to stop in the World Showcase. So really, as you can see, Epcot has a lot of great opportunities to just be inside when it's raining. Let's talk about Animal Kingdom in the rain. Now, Animal Kingdom is generally considered to be one of the worst Disney parks on a rainy day, but there are a few good options. Now, some people love riding Kali River Rapids in the rain. Now, if there's no thunder, there usually is hardly any weight, and they figure, well, I'm wet, I might as well go all in, just like with Splash Mountain. Now, if getting completely drenched isn't your idea of a good time, you may prefer to take in one of the Animal Kingdom shows. Now, Finding Nemo the musical is supposed to be returning in Dino Land. Festival of the Lion King in Africa. It's Tough to Be a Bug in Discovery Island. And well, if there's no thunder, you might want to consider riding Kilimanjaro safaris in Africa. Now, the animals are both more visible and usually more active during the rain. Hollywood Studios in the rain. Now, the good news about Hollywood Studios in the rain is that a lot of the rides have indoor queues. The bad news is that it is the second hardest park to find somewhere to eat when it's raining. The worst being the aforementioned Animal Kingdom. Now, the ABC Commissary does have a lot of indoor seating, and it's located on Commissary Lane. The Backlot Express, which is located next to Star Tours, they have indoor seating. And of course, Pizza Rizzo. It's a rat. I love that sign. Anyway, located in front of Muppets 3D, it does have indoor seating. And of course, it is sometimes hard to find a table and peak times, but I have heard there's kind of a secret upstairs area that usually doesn't have a lot of people. Now, the indoor attractions at Hollywood Studio include Frozen Sing-Along Celebration, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, Star Tours, Muppet 3D, Tower of Terror, Toy Story Mania, and Rock and Roller Coaster. Overall, in Hollywood Studios, there are a lot of things to do, but again, they are pretty spread out, so going in between these things, you are going to end up probably getting a little wet. But if you are going to get wet, well, here's some general tips about how to do Disney in the rain. Of course, you are going to need some type of rain protecting. Now, my family all takes packable rain gear. We do the Patagonia jackets rather than having those really tiny, well, I'm going to call them what they are, garbage bags. I am not a poncho fan. I would rather have a jacket and feel more comfortable. And these packable ones are great. They fold into themselves, and that way I feel much more comfortable throughout the day. The other thing that we absolutely take is our waterproof shoes. Now, there are several makers, mine are from Brooks and my wife is from On, that have waterproof tennis shoes. And we have been able to walk the 10 miles a day in these even after they've gotten wet or through a rainstorm. The inside of the shoe really doesn't get wet. Now, you might want to bring an extra pair of socks to put in them, but overall it is a much drier and much happier experience. And to be honest, I don't get the blisters anymore if my shoes get wet. Now, of course, you can prepare all you want to, but also, instead of letting the rain get you down, you can just embrace it and have some fun with it. Splash in the puddles, people watch, take photos of your family absolutely soaking wet. Enjoy a great meal. Enjoy the fact that the crowds hopefully will thin out a little bit after the rainstorm. And above all, just have fun with your family. Well, that's it, guys. Those are my tips and tricks for the rain, and also what are the best parks for the rain. If you did like this, again, hit that thumbs up. It really does help out to grow the channel. And what helps out as well is if you hit that subscribe button. That really helps because that grows the channel and you get to see my videos every week. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great day and we'll see you real soon.